I know what you're thinking.
All right, y'all. We're going to get straight to it. Man, this is one of the craziest experiences that has ever happened to me on an investigation. I have photographic evidence. I want y'all to take a look at this photo and tell me what you think about it. But here's the story. Boom. So, I was filming an episode of Ghost Brothers, and this episode aired. You can go back and find it and watch it and verify all of this. But this is what happened in real time. So we were in Kentucky. Mind you, I feel like the two most haunted states in the country are one, Ohio. It seems like everybody that passed away in Ohio has to become a ghost first. Like that's the first step after. And Kentucky. Ohio and Kentucky. Now, we were in Kentucky at Bobby Mackey's Music World. Y'all, I know it sounds very, very unalarming, but Bobby Mackey's Music World is this old honky-tonk music bar in Kentucky that's ran and owned and operated by Mr. Bobby Mackey. And what's dope about Bobby, like Bobby's this older guy that plays music still, but he bought this bar just to become a place for him to come play music and for his audience to come and listen to it, which I think is super cool. But the story behind this building is what's crazy. So they say, and mind you, y'all, my facts might not be all together. This is me just going based off memory, but you can definitely Google the story of Bobby Mackey's Music World. So Bobby buys this building back in the day, right? So when he goes to renovate this big bar slash concert hall, he hires a guy to do all the renovations. So as the guy is doing renovations over Bobby Mackey's Music World, he's staying in the above living quarters that's attached to the buildings. So Buddy says he wakes up in the middle of the night one night, and there's this lady, seemingly a ghost, standing in the corner staring at him. He freaks out, and she, some kind of way, leads him to the outdoor shed area and has him to start digging. I don't know what transpired. I don't know if she told him verbally, psychically, telepathically, or what. But he says that this ghostly-like woman guided him outside to the shed building and to a specific area and had him to start digging. This man was digging and digging and digging and digging and digging. Like they say, he was in a trance, like just going at it. So eventually he unearths like a well, like an under earth well. Yeah, and then they say that they found maybe a woman's remains in there or something. Whatever. They say that's why this outdoor basement barn area at Bobby Mackey's World is haunted. They say the devil lives there. So we hear this stuff and we're like, whatever. They say the devil's everywhere. Who would have freaking known that the devil loves Bobby Mackey's World? Y'all, so we go to this location. We're taking a tour, right? And I try to put up some pictures of just us at the location, right? So they got the little bull that you ride. We all ride the bull. We having a good time socializing, searching. And then we get to filming. We had the bright idea to follow the tracks of the gentleman that was digging in the hole in the basement. When we get to that basement area, barn area, they take us to the area where the well was found, where they say remains of this woman was found. But it's covered up now. It's dirt. It's just, you're going to see in the picture. So Jawan. If you don't know who Jawan is, he's one of my best friends, and he's in the show with me, Ghost Brothers. But he gets a shovel, And he's just like disturbing the dirt, right? Where this well has been now covered up. He's just disturbing the dirt. And I don't know for what reason, Jawan takes this shovel and he just jabs it into the dirt, right? Y'all go back and watch this episode if you can find it. Hand to God. The loudest, ungodly growl came from underneath the ground. Listen to me again. Jawan gets the shovel. Kadoosh! And as soon as he jabs it into the dirt, all you hear is, like, it sounded like something from the pits of hell. Y'all, everybody jumped out. I'm talking about, I jump out, Jawan jump out, the cameraman jumps out. Everybody leaves because we hear this growl coming from underneath the ground. Like, that's what's crazy. Like, not like you heard it off in the distance. Like, you heard it come from the ground. Y'all, we leave. So as we're leaving, we're like, all right, what if, like, that is a portal to, like, hell? Shout out to Jack Osborne. So we had the bright idea of, why don't we set up a camera facing the hole in the ground and get a smoke machine to just put smoke around this hole, and we just have this camera taking photos like every 2 to 3 seconds. And then let's just review the photos. Y'all, who had that bright idea? Y'all, we literally set up a camera, put the smoke in, we stand around, and Jawan disturbs it again, and now the smoke is going, and the camera's just taking photos. Camera's just taking photos. And then we leave. That was that. Y'all, tell me why we went back and reviewed the photos. Like, what is this? What is this? Who is that? Y'all, I had never been so freaked out in my life. This is the best of the series of photos. We had like 10. And like in other photos, you can see other faces. But this was just one that was like clear as day. Y'all, did we get a photo of the devil or one of his demons? Like, what is this? What do y'all think that is? Who do y'all think that is? Tell me your thoughts. Please let me know in the comments. Just what are your thoughts about this photo? And I feel you. I was like, man, when they first brought it out, I was like, that's Photoshop. Y'all put a face in there. And when I say y'all, that was literally just the guy that takes the camera from set and uploads it to the computer. Like, that's all that happened in that short period of time. But in my mind, I was like, y'all put that face in there. Somebody on this team does Photoshop, and they can do it in 2.5 minutes. And they did that in all 10 of these photos, for sure. Because there's no way in hell that that's not the devil. But yeah, man, tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts. I would love to hear it. This has been another cemetery story. Love, love, love. Oh yeah, and be sure to tune in tonight to our final episode of the season of Why They Hunt. This investigation gets pretty crazy, and we bring in a really good friend of mine. It might be Chip Coffee, or maybe not. But you got to tune in and see. Love, love, love.